So do you also use Elementor and Kit for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add Elementor form leads to Kit automation. So like you, I also use Elementor to collect the lead details, and now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new form submission from Elementor, which is as soon as we receive a new lead, I want to automatically add a subscriber in my Kit account with the same details. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Elementor and Kit, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video I'll show you how to create a connection between Elementor forms and Kit. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create this amazing connection between Elementor and Kit. But before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, doubts, workflow tips and solutions. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect and create this automation. For that, we have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. Now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account, and to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, more flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand has a stable and familiar approach, and it is ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. And now it is asking me for the workflow name, so I'm simply going to name my workflow as this, which says add Elementor form leads to Kit automation. And now it is asking me for the folder in which I want to save my workflow. So I want to save my workflow in one of these folder, which is automation. So I'm simply going to select it. So as you can see on my dashboard, I've created many folders in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only and simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So the trigger is the commander of this workflow and the actions are the response towards the same. Trigger starts the process while the actions are results towards the same. Alright, so I'm just going to simply select my trigger application. So I'm just going to go towards this add trigger right over here. And now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Elementor. So I'm just going to search for Elementor and then I'm just going to simply select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new form submission and click on this connect. And now it has given me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect. So for that, I'm just going to simply copy this webhook URL. Then I'm just going to open my Elementor, and over here you're going to see that this is the form for which I want to create this automation. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go towards this form fields and then we have to scroll. And over here you're going to see the option of this actions after submit. So I'm just going to open this, and over here I'm just going to add an action of named webhook. So I'm just going to search for webhook and add webhook right over here. So as you can see, as soon as we're just going to add webhook right over here, automatically webhook will appear right over here too. So I'm just going to simply open this, and now over here it is asking me for the webhook URL. So I'm just going to simply paste my webhook URL which we copied from our workflow. And now I'm just going to simply click on this button which says publish. And once I'm just going to click on this publish, with this we have successfully added the webhook URL in our Elementor, and also we have submitted this. And with this we have successfully created a connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect. And now it is saying waiting for webhook response. So what we have to do is we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And to do the test submission, I'm just going to simply open my form. So I'm just going to open this form in a new tab, and I'm just going to fill in this form. So let's say I'm just going to fill in this form as testing user. So I'm just going to simply enter all of my details right over here, and I'm just going to simply book this consultation for 15th of August. I'm just going to simply click on this submit, and once I'm just going to click on this submit, it is saying your submission was successful. Alright, so I'm just going to open my workflow, and we're going to see that we have successfully received the response right over here, which is our webhook response. And as you can see that these details are exactly the same which we entered during our test submission, be it the first name, the last name, the mobile number, the type of the apartment, the date, or the email, or the city. And with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now I'm just going to move on further. Now I'm just going to simply add this new lead into my Kit account. So for that I'm just going to go towards this add new action step, and now for the action application I'm just going to simply select it as Kit. So I'm just going to search for Kit and select it, and now for the event I'm just going to simply select it as add subscriber to a form and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Elementor and Kit, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection, and it is asking me for the API key and API secret. And how are we going to get that? For that we simply have to open the Kit dashboard, and after coming over here we have to go towards this profile picture, then towards this settings. And once we come over here towards this settings, we have to go towards the left side of the bar, and as you can see the option of developer. So I'm just going to simply go towards this developer right over here, and once we come over here towards this developer, you're going to see that this is the API key and the API secret. So I'm just going to simply copy both of these, and then I'm just going to simply paste it right over here. And as you can see, after pasting this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, with this we have successfully created a connection between Kit and Pabbly Connect. And now I'm just going to simply add this subscriber to a form. So over here I also use Kit to collect the registrations of my subscribers. So we're going to see landing page of form. So I'm just going to simply go towards this, and as you can see that I've created this form which is lead form. So I'm just going to open this form, and as you can see that this is the form which I've already created. So I'm just going to add the subscriber in this form only. For that what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply select the form right over here, and then over here I'm just going to simply enter the details of the new lead which we received from Elementor. So I'm just going to simply enter the first name, email, tags, last name, and mobile number. But we are not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the details from the response of our previous step. And when we insert the details from the response of our previous step, automatically our details turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one I'm just going to simply map all of these details. If you wish you can definitely add the tag, but I'm just going to leave it as blank because this is not required. I'm just going to simply map the last name, and at last I'm just going to map this mobile number. So one by one I'm just going to map all of these details and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we've successfully added a subscriber to our form. Alright, so I'm just going to open my Kit and go towards the subscribers section. So I'm just going to go towards this grow and then subscribers, and once I'm just going to go towards this subscribers, we're going to see that we have successfully added this subscriber. As you can see the name, and also you're going to see the email address and the subscription date. So with this we have successfully created a new subscriber in our Kit whenever a new form submission was made on Elementor. But now with this we have successfully completed this workflow, but now I'm just going to test it in real time. For that I'm just going to open this form, and I'm just going to do the test submission with the new details, and this time we are just going to check that automatically the details get added in our Kit account. Or you can say that whenever I'm just going to fill in this form, I'm just going to check that automatically a new subscriber is created in my Kit account or not. So let's say I'm just going to simply submit this form right over here, and as you can see that I've successfully submitted this form as new user. Alright, so now I'm just going to open my Kit, and as you can see new subscriber has been added right over here. You're going to see the name, you're going to see the email address and the rest of the details. So I'm just going to open it and show you all the details. You're going to see the first name, last name, mobile number, and the email address which we entered. Not only this, I'm just going to go towards this grow and then forms right over here, and also the subscriber has been added right over here in my form. I'm just going to show it to you. I'm just going to go towards this reports, and over here you're going to see that we have also added this subscriber to our form too. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this workflow, and now whenever we are going to receive a new form submission from Elementor, automatically a new subscriber will be added right over here in my Kit account too. And all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And I'm just going to simply attach the link of this workflow in the description box below for your reference. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.